I've got my wooden spoon ready. Actually, if you're South African, I've got my wooden mic on. You crave wealth like I crave death. We both just want to rest. You're tired 'cause you've got no time to, and I'm exhausted by my no will to live. You leave. I'm stop there and just introduce myself real quick. I go by Bilia Bula, and this is one of two poems I've written for my dad. Well, not for him, actually, about him, rather. Um, and they're both kind of bad and like, sad and moody and intense and all the feels. And I just want to clarify that not suicidal currently. This is actually an old poem. I wrote this in, I believe, June 2024. And my previous poem about my dad that was written in October of 2024. I have no idea what I was going through um, in 2024, but yeah, I was upset, or maybe I finally had the time to reflect. Second year of college, and I was just reflecting on just my relationship with my dad and how strict he has been. And he's someone who I felt like raised me up, just always complaining. We're gonna get into that as I read more, and you're gonna see what I mean. And yeah, actually, I want to read the rest of the poem. I don't want a repeat of my, what was it? Was it my second video where I also started off by trying to sing? I'm not actually interested in singing or being a singer. I just feel like I can write lyrics sometimes. Okay, let me read the second stanza. You leave for work while I'm laying on the couch, and I'm sitting on a stool when you come back. And I'm greeted with a question. Does it not get tiring to do nothing all day? But you can't see the miles my mind runs just to stay in the second place. Second place meaning my mind was up in the clouds and not necessarily heaven, just somewhere I could disappear. And coming back into my body, coming back home in the house into myself was the second place. So I really like that line. And I believe this is actually something my dad has said to me. Um Also my brother actually. And I don't know, they just think a life of reading or writing or doing any indoor activities is just not fulfilling, and I must clearly be just dying and just so, and yeah, at the time, yes, I was depressed, but now I still have pretty much the same lifestyle without that much depression. I mean, my room's a mess, but I'm getting out of bed. So yeah, it's just interesting to read this and reflect on it and just be like, wow. Oh, and going back to the first dance, I actually feel like I didn't talk much about it. I just focused on the I'm not suicidal part of it. I would say I love how it starts, how I started my poem. You can clearly see one is burnt out and one is depressed. And I'm glad I was able to make that distinction early on. And I wouldn't say I feel like my dad is burnt out, but I do feel like it's time for him to retire. He's almost, well, he's in his mid 50s now. and he has his own company and everything. So hopefully when he's like 60, 65, he decides to retire and just, I wouldn't say leave my brother in charge, but either hire other workers and maybe not focus so much on making it like a family business strictly. And someone who I do feel like is burnout is my mom, even though she technically doesn't have like a job. Just being a mother is a job, you know. um Let me read my third stanza now. You work to stay alive. Oh my god, am I singing again? My stillness is my state of survival. Actually, no, we're not singing. Let's start over. You work to stay alive. My stillness is my state of survival. So don't misinterpret my unproductivity as laziness. And I won't mistake your sleep at night as anything more than just energy harvestation for tomorrow's workday. Oh, I pity you. It's crazy to end that stanza like that. But I'm not gonna erase the bad now that I'm feeling good. Um, I want to focus on the second line because it reminds me of the third video I made for YouTube on YouTube. Go check it out. Go check out all my videos. I've been plugging them a little bit here and there, but yeah. My stillness is my state of survival. It reminds me of this line. Actually, wait, let me check it out. Okay, I got it. It's from the poem Compassion, first line of the second stanza. Spend time slowly and it'll be soothing. I remember when I was trying to reflect at night at 2 a.m. on that poem, and I did not have much to say on it. And I feel like I ended up just sounding a little, it sounded forced, right? It sounded a little dumb. And so now reading this line, it just reminds me of that line because sometimes I feel like the best um, medicine for depression is just rest. And sometimes you just need time to process everything and go through the emotions. And there's no medicine that you actually need. And I'm talking about like not the extreme kind of depression. Obviously, please do see psychiatrists and psychologists if it's that bad. But sometimes I feel like we're so burnt out, be it by school and by other parts of life, that the most important thing we can have is rest. And sometimes we can't afford the time to rest. And college, I was corresponding, so I wasn't waking up early for lectures and all of that. And another thing that strained my relationship with my dad was the fact that he used to wake me up in high school. And so in the morning, after, especially after COVID, I was just unwell mentally and I did not want to do anything and go anywhere. And so every morning it was just a struggle for me to get out of bed. And so he would resort to yelling, not understanding that what I was going through, right? And yeah, it got really bad. It's just imagine every single morning being woken up by someone yelling at you, right? It takes a toll. And so just not having that in college and being able to wake up when I want. If I want to sleep in all day, I sleep in all day. I'll face the consequences whenever. It helped me. And it helped not hearing my dad yell much anymore. And I just wish that everybody could just be able to find time to rest in their lives. Like, as South Africa, we're having this whole unemployment epidemic, but I'm like, this is gonna sound so bad. I'm kind of happy that, hey, I might not get a job immediately after I'm done with my degree, purely because of the unemployment rates. And it's just like, oh, I get to rest. Even though I'm not really resting, I'm pursuing YouTube and I'm doing all of this, but it feels like rest, right? So I just feel like I wish like other people had ways that they could slow down and just be one with themselves, because it's so healing. I feel like sometimes we don't really need too much to heal ourselves. Okay, my last stanza reads: You see, if we both got exactly what we wanted, then your money and time's all yours. 'Cause I'll join mom in the grave. Don't visit me at my grave. Obviously, I've already spoiled it. This is a lie. My mom's very much alive and well and healthy, and I'm grateful for that. And I don't want her to die anytime soon. And I guess I was just feeling my emotions intensely, and that took my imagination elsewhere. And yeah, I feel like I don't really usually have much to say when I get to the end of my poem, because I feel like I've already explained enough prior. But thank you so, so much for listening. And please check out, if you haven't already, my other poem that I've written about my dad. I don't really explain it much. Well, do I? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't really explain it at all. But please check it out. It is so good. Um, or just share this with someone who you think might be interested in my crafts. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.